The new FCC chairman, Ajit Pai, is destroying net neutrality as fast as he possibly can, which makes one wonder whose side is he on, because the FCC is supposed to be there for the consumer. I mean, I don't know why I asked that. It's clearly this is on the side of businesses and overall profit. It boggles my mind that this is happening and that there are described as two sides to this, because the American consumers and business owners in general do want net neutrality, and they do want to be able to govern or walk through the internet or just use the internet in a way that isn't beholden to one ISP or the other.
Yeah, this is clearly, again, the 99% versus the 1%. This is in favor of AT&T, Spectrum, Comcast, all of the massive internet providers that are out there, because it gives them an opportunity to charge you again, to then charge search engines and brands and websites like Google and Yahoo a chance to possibly, if you want your news to go faster, to go through, to go through your internet faster, you pay us a little bit more. It's just, again, for the rich to get richer. I mean, honestly, this is the worst thing that could happen to the internet. It's even imaginable. I mean, like you said, the FCC is in charge of protecting the consumers, and he is only protecting his rich buddies that own these massive companies. I mean, I would call your senators, call your representatives. Seriously, we have to get net neutrality saved, because if it's not only going to cost all of us money, it's going to control. There's a chance that these guys could start controlling how fast we get our news information out there, and that's a scary thought.
Yes, I mean, it's you might think that with the removal of net neutrality that ISPs would have to deliver speeds that are faster to some people. That's not the case. They can actually just slow down speeds for anyone else. Or let's say Google pays an ISP a certain amount of money to have their search results come through, but Yahoo doesn't and Microsoft doesn't, and there's, I don't know, magically come in slower. That is definitely something that can happen. Not even a week after being named the chairman, Pai introduced a plan to remove transparency for ISPs with fewer than 250,000 subscribers. So this is just the beginning of a reversal of net neutrality. It seems like the battle for the internet is on every year. But it is really on right now under this regime.
Yeah, no, this is definitely something that this is as an important a fight as it is, because it's going to control your information, how fast you get it, because everybody gets their news now. Not everybody, but you get most of your news through the internet, even if you are reading New York Times, Washington Post. I mean, what happens if they start slowing down the websites of these major news outlets, the ones that are doing the real journalism, that are providing actual facts and actually trying to inform the American public? Like, it's not, I mean, the New York Times right now, a lot of these newspaper companies, they're struggling just to stay afloat as is. They have to pay a fee on top of it just to make sure that their information gets out to you at a decent speed. Like you said, not even a faster speed or a better speed, just a decent speed. It could lead to the downfall of these newspapers, which I think, honestly, this regime, as you put it, which is a perfect word, would love. Because that's the last thing they want, because an informed people are dangerous people. And that's the last thing that this administration wants right now.
Exactly. I mean, we've talked about this before with, hacking certain educational references in the past, but it goes along the lines that information and the availability of information shouldn't be something that's just reserved for the select few, or even just getting it at a regular speed or a fair speed or a decent speed as opposed to an incredible speed. It should be something that is available for people. People should never be restricted from learning, from gathering information, from becoming more informed as a citizenry. And you're right. I mean, we look at this and it seems like information is the enemy of this administration or regime, as I said before. When we have certain pieces about climate change, protecting animals, human rights being removed from official websites from the government, it's scary. And this is just another step in here. It does look like that it is a battle between being informed or not, but the FCC is there for the consumer. There should be net neutrality, if only for the sake of consumers, which are bipartisan or tri or quadripartisan. There's just everyone out there deserves this access. And I think everyone, regardless of how they feel politically, should and does support this the drive to keep the internet neutral.
It just seems to be the theme of this administration, to put people who don't have the interests of the people at heart. They have their own personal interests. You have a person who hates education in charge of the education department now. You have a person who hates the EPA who's in charge of the EPA. You have a person who wanted to get rid of the energy department in charge of the energy department. You have a person who's a billionaire in charge of small businesses. It just goes, the list goes on, and this is just another example of somebody who is not fighting for the people. He is not fighting for the American public. He is fighting for the select interests of few people who are already the richest and most powerful people in this country, and they don't need any more favors.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a dirty swamp. Audience, what do you think will happen to net neutrality? Are we going to lose it during the next upcoming year or 4 years? Please let us know what you think below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for more.